Hey, Don Copeland here today, and guess what we're going to print, right? You wouldn't get me into a white hoodie unless we were going to print hoodies. So we're going to show you how to print on hoodies. You get a lot of people asking about how do you print on a hoodie, and there's some things we're going to show you in here of how we deal with how to get the pocket out of the way, what to do for pre-treat, how to cure and everything, and show you how to make some serious money printing on white or colored hoodies. This is a hoodie we sell actually on Coleman & Company, and they range, I think they have 12 different colors of them. They range from extra small to 4XL, all right? So you can cover the wide gamut, and they're anywhere from $15 for the standard sizes to just over $18 for the 4XLs. Just a great product, great way to add something other than t-shirts to your printing business. So let's show you how we did it. So when you're printing a hoodie, there's a lot of things you got to take into consideration that you wouldn't on a regular t-shirt, because guess what? It's got a pocket, you got a hood, you got things going on here. So the first thing is when we go to pre-treat, what we do is take into account the fact that we don't want to pre-treat down here onto the pocket if we don't have to. So one of the first thing we've done is we've set the pre-treater here so that it's going to stop spraying right at about the top of the pocket. Okay, so we're only covering the part of the hoodie that we're going to print. Secondarily, you'll see I've got my setting here to about 20, and one of the things you'll get in the manual for the PTM, you'll have in here, it'll just tell you what these amounts are, but roughly we're putting down about 60% more pre-treat than we traditionally would, or 33% more. We're going to go down here, we're somewhere near like 24, 25 grams as opposed to being about 17, 18 grams of pre-treat, so we've adjusted that. And then we've, over on the printer itself, we've actually put on our use platen, all right? Because what we want is we only want to address this area right here, and that's going to give us a gap. So you basically have about 14 inches here, and actually on this hoodie, which is a medium hoodie, I'll tell you the brand and whatnot is available on Coleman & Company as well. And we want to just be able to address this area, getting the top of the pocket and getting the collar out of the way. Those are three things different than you would traditionally do. And you may even want to, in some cases, if you find out on a really big hoodie, you may even thread it around here, just so there's not so much to do. But this medium seems to fit on pretty fine. So let's go ahead and get this loaded in. It takes a little bit longer than traditionally it would because you got a lot of stuff to get out of the way here. All right. All right, so while we did do some difference on the settings on the pre-treater, the heat press is still the heat press. All right, 45 seconds at 345. All right, so there, it's all, the pre-treat is dry. The reason that we, on this, by the way, that we increased the amount of pre-treat is simply because this is such a thick, dense material. It's actually absorbing more of the pre-treat, so we need to make sure we saturate it. These hoodies, like I said, these are available on Coleman & Company. And I'll cheat and look over Hannah's shoulder. We got it up here on the screen. This is a Portland Company fan favorite fleece pullover hoodie sweatshirt. The smaller sizes, normal sizes, up to like, till you get up to the 2XLs and whatnot, are like $15 to $16 a piece. And they come in a number of colors. So what I want to make sure I'm doing here is, as you look in here, this is the point. That's the start of the print edge. All right, so we're going to make sure that we have this. I feel right there, all right, about aligned with that. Getting all this out of the way. And down here, same thing at the bottom edge. The nice thing is I can see that I'm a little bit off center. I can pull that over, there we go. And this way the lip is out of the way as well. This is out of the way, so the flat surface here that we want to print on is the highest point. As you know, on the G4, when we load it, it's going to automatically set the height. So I don't have to worry about that so much because it's down below. I'm going to go ahead and hit print, and this is going to actually send the job over to the G4. It should be popping up on the screen right now. As soon as it's up on the screen, the data's ready to go. I hit the little magic green button. It's going to load it up. Boom, right there. See, it's lowering to get the optimal height. All right, as you see now, as it's coming out here, you'll see the white layer, and you can see how it's very tonal. That's because it just bases it on what colors are going on top of it. Even here in the areas where it kind of fades off into the shirt, it's really, really light. Just about done. Kick out here in a minute, we'll get it on the heat press. You see here, say just above the pocket, about the same below the collar up here on the top. So that's about as big of an image as you would want to print on a shirt like this. Give yourself roughly an inch gap between the collar and the hoodie. And you know, this method will work on like mediums up. Small hoodie would be probably challenging to get it down. The hood would pop up too far. I mean, the pocket would pop up too far up here. But on mediums, large, extra large, this is the platen you would want to use. All right, get this onto the press here. Going to do this at the same as we would a regular t-shirt. We're going to use the parchment sheet here, 45 seconds at 345, 346 degrees, whatever it takes. Boom, there we go. Ninja-like in grabbing the paper. There you are, it's cured, 45 seconds at 345 degrees. And if everybody's been asking, how do you print a hoodie? That's how you print a hoodie. So we got the hoodie on Coleman & Company, about $15.30 or so for the hoodie. We had $1.29 worth of ink. There's probably 25 to 30 cents worth of pre-treatment on it. Just to round this up, say you get about $17 total product into this. The whole process took us under 6 minutes to do a shirt. You're gonna knock out 10 to a dozen of these in an hour. And a good quality hoodie with a full color print like that on it, you're gonna be getting $30 all day long for them. So at $12 to $13 profit each, you ought to be making between $100 and $150 an hour printing hoodies like this.